Hi, friends, good morning and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something important but in a light-hearted way, the difference between neurodivergent and neurotypical experiences. Now, this is not about who's better than the other, it's about how the brain works in different operation systems. So, as we know, we'll never really understand how it works. But let's try and jumping into something like planning and productivity. For a neurotypical brain, or you and me, there's usually, if you're working, someone will ask you, when are your hours? You're quick to say, right, my hours are between 7 and 9. I'll go to work, then come back, and then I'll rest in the evening, correct? But for a neurodivergent brain, the same thing will look like, right, I start at 7 and then I'm supposed to finish at 9. But oh, hang on, it's 2, but I need to do something. I need to check on something. And there's just something medieval about what that place looks like, or what that table looks like, or I need to go check on the oven, the bread that I'm supposed to make. And it's not about not understanding what they're supposed to do. It's just their brain, the way it works at that time, where the focus is or what they wanted to do. So the brain flows in a different path between us and neurodivergent people. But it's beautiful. It's just different. It doesn't mean they can't do the same thing we do. They just focus differently. If we want to look like something like socializing, right? In social situation, neurotypical usually can go out, meet friends, and go with the flow. So, say they're talking, they're listening, they're responding, they know when to speak, they know when to listen, they know when to respond, and they do get some of the jokes. But neurodivergent people, it just feels like it's solving a puzzle all the time. Okay, something like, say, eye contact. They can look at you, but not too much. Then they don't know when they're supposed to interrupt. So whatever is in their mind, they'll speak their mind out. And then sometimes it can come out as sarcasm. But it's really not that way. It's not them being rude or sarcastic. It's just the way they connect. They connect differently. And that is the rules that aren't always obvious for them, because they don't know they're supposed to pause and listen. And so they might do something, and that's why people will misunderstand them. And the reason why we say they're always hard to make friends is because of that. But it's okay to be different, unless you really understand somebody and understand they're not doing it because they're just being nasty. It's just the way they view the world. Then we can begin to really understand and live together as a community. So if we want to dig into something like the focus and the energy, a neurotypical person might work steadily and know when to take a break and when to have lunch break or when to continue working. But a neurodivergent person might be hyper focused on what they're doing, completely immersed for hours, getting into whatever they're doing, whether it's eating, sleeping, or even, say, writing something or creating something. They are absolutely focused on that. It can be an incredible strength that they have, and also it can be very challenging at the same time, because that's how they really get overwhelmed with everything else, because they do everything in bigger numbers than we do. In a big picture, it doesn't take away the ability that they have. It doesn't take away the powers that they have. It doesn't take away how smart that they are. But for us, neurotypical people, compared to the neurodivergent brain, it's not a competition between the two of us. It's just the way that they're different in operating things. They're different in the way they operate everything, whether it's going from one place to another, getting transport, and sitting in a movie or whatever. It's just their way of looking at things, which is okay. Each one has a unique strength and quirks between us and them. Instead of asking what's normal, maybe we should be asking what's the value about the way they are thinking. How, because they add a lot into our world, but we seem to not want to see that. Let's see beyond all the routines, all the little unexpected outbursts that they do, the flick of the hands, the blinking too much, the hands on the ears. We try and see beyond that. We begin to see the beauty of what makes us so different and yet very much alike. So at the end of the day, different doesn't mean broken. It is just a powerful way of living. So wherever you are, whether you're neurotypical or neurodivergent or somewhere in between, your brain matters and your perspective matters, and the world is richer because of it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and join me next time when we're going to take up another subject. Hopefully, I made it clear on what we were talking about. If you feel there's more that I need to add, kindly get in touch. Our website is www.shinelikeadiamond.initiative.com. I'll say that again, www.shinelikeadiamond.initiative.com. Or you can get in our platform. TikTok is shinelikeadiamond.ke. Instagram is the same, shinelikeadiamond.ke. Facebook, advocating.initiative. And YouTube, shinelikeadiamond.initiative. Do get in touch. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye bye.